Hi and welcome to another Daddy-Daughter review. My co-reviewer Bethan should be sat right next to me. Say hello, Bethan.
Hello, Bethan.
And today we're reviewing Batman Begins. Batman Begins was originally released in
1995.
And was directed by
Christopher Nolan.
And was written by
Christopher Nolan and David Goyer.
Correct. Starring
Liam Neeson, Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, Katie Holmes, Cillian Murphy, Morgan Freeman, and Rutger Hauer.
Rutger Hauer. So we actually went to see this in the cinema, and this was our first cinema trip for pretty much 5 months, I think. Bethan, how was it different, and how did you feel about going back to the cinema?
Well, I basically felt exactly the same. Nothing was very different except that there were only 4 other people in the cinema, which was quiet.
Yes.
And there are no ads at the moment.
Well, there were no ads because this was an IMAX re-release. So this is also your first IMAX film. So what did you think of IMAX?
I liked IMAX. It was extremely loud, though. I spent half of it with my fingers in my ears.
Literally.
Literally.
So Batman Begins, what's it all about, Bethan?
It's about Bruce Wayne, who, after his parents' death, goes out to discover himself again in the mountains. And he comes back to Gotham because...
He trains in the mountains, doesn't he?
Yeah, he trains in the mountains. He comes back to Gotham because he needs to protect it from the people who he was training with, who are actually insane. So he becomes Batman with the help of Alfred, who has a lot of funny jokes.
And Fox. Lucius, the brilliantly named Lucius Fox.
Yeah.
Who gives him all his gadgets, doesn't he, from his own company.
His own company. When Batman's protecting Gotham, he finds out that the people who he was training with are actually releasing a deadly toxin into the air, which makes people see what they fear most.
There's so many good actors and characters in this film. So who is a standout for you? Who did you like?
Alfred.
And the way he said, never. So I know another part that you haven't mentioned that I think you liked is when he actually said, I'm Batman.
Yes.
You went, yes.
That's not my voice.
You went, yes, I'm Batman as well, Batman. And another moment I think you liked or you were definitely invested in is the big end scene with the monorail train and the bomb thing that was going to blow up all the water. When it finished and all the noise was gone, you literally went, oh. It's very big, isn't it?
Yeah,
Noisy,
it's very,
and
very loud.
tense.
And I just spent most of it with my fingers in my ears. I could still hear it almost as loud as it would have been.
It is incredibly loud at the IMAX. This is a loud film anyway, but it's really loud. Even the music, isn't it?
Yeah.
The brilliant music by Hans Zimmer is really,
I just
really
basically
good.
spent half of the film like this.
Yeah. Which was fun. Can you do an impression of Batman?
Yes, I can. I am Batman, and I became Batman because I fell in a cave because of a rock.
So what do you think or hope will happen in The Dark Knight?
Well, I'm going to go completely bad guy on you. I hope Batman dies. I hope the Joker stops laughing. And I hope Harley Quinn's in it. She's my favourite. And I hope the night is dark. Wait, no. I hope the night is light. The light
It's
night.
like a little joke.
The light night.
It's just Batman having a picnic on a nice summer's day.
Yeah.
Did you bring the sandwiches? Rachel! So what didn't you like about the film?
It's not really that jokey. I wanted to be more jokes in it, aka more Alfred, because he's the one who told half of the jokes.
So we've seen pretty much all the Marvel films, haven't we? And they're a lot much more fun than the Batman series of films.
Yeah.
They're very different.
Yeah, very different.
The one thing I don't like about this film, and I've never liked, is the action. The fighting scenes are all really close up and all like... and you don't really know who's who, or it's not very clear, is it? It's quite... makes you feel a bit sick after a while. Bethan, why are you laughing? And what's your score for Batman Begins?
8.5. What about you, bro?
8.5 also. That gives a daddy-daughter score of
8.5.
out of 10.
Thanks for watching.
The Batman and written by
Christopher Nolan and Gary.
And who? Gary Oldman. Starring
Christian Bale, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Starring How about Batman, Bethan?
No.
Did you like Batman?
Batman's already had enough glory.
Oh, Bethan. Can you do an impression of Batman?
I am Batman, and I...
Jeez.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.